Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wilderness Field Journal. I'm your host Shane, aka Flapjack, and we have a really good video for you today. I'm here in the Dolly Sods Wilderness in West Virginia, specifically the Monongahela National Forest. I'm here with a couple of friends. We are going to do a 4-day, 3-night backpacking trip. We just got here. The weather is beautiful and it's supposed to be beautiful for the next couple of days. This is just going to be a great trip. So this video serves as a documentary of our adventure. We're going to have a really great time. Come along, let's get started. So I wanted to introduce you guys to our crew here. This is Andy, this is Dave. These are two of my best backpacking buddies. We have been on many trips together. They are both well-experienced woodsmen, and they'll be joining me for this adventure. Say hi, fellas.
Hey. Welcome to the Grand Canyon. Dolly Sods.
I mean, yeah, craters of the moon. So, yeah, I guess we're pretty much ready to go. What do you say, guys? We got all our gear laid out. We're gonna gear up and hit the trail. We'll see you guys out there. Alrighty guys, you ready for action? I know I'm ready for action. Let's go. I'm gonna fill you guys in on a little background for this trip. The game plan is 4 days, 3 nights. So this is day 1. Today is a very special day. It's the autumnal equinox. For today we're gonna hike out and just do a quick camp tonight, and then tomorrow morning we'll hike to our base camp, which we'll establish ourselves for the next 2 nights. Just a little guy.
Elevation, man.
Some more of that you too. This is great being out here with you guys. Love it. Weather couldn't be more beautiful. So we're on the Bear Rocks Trail right now. You're saying that we should basically go down this ridge, up the next one, get to the intersection of Trail 521, which is the Raven Ridge Trail. So maybe take the Raven Ridge Trail, maybe take 523, which is Beaver View. Should get my pencil out and write some of this stuff down. How much daylight you think we have left, guys? It is 4:07. 4:07. It's a good time to be.
2.5 hours, 2:45, something like that. Actually, no, you're gonna have light for a little longer. That's sunset.
So 1, 2, yeah, 2.5, 3. I could see either. Sure is nice to just take a break on the trail. Alrighty, I guess it's that time. We gotta shoulder the burden. Kelty Tioga is treating me good right now. Let's do some hiking. Look at this water crossing we got up here. Oh, that's a piece of cake. This might be what we're drinking tonight, guys. Creek tea. These guys.
To a pitch tent.
Yeah, we'll put it right on top of here. You can see how big it is with Dave standing next to it. Gives you an idea of scale, just how big that anthill is.
Mostly pine needles.
Pine needles and like sandy soil, huh? So Dave made it across.
Kinda.
You think he learned from his technique, Andy?
No.
So what did we learn from that?
3 points of contact.
It's the way to do it. You gotta pace yourself going up this stuff.
We're on the top of something.
Like right here, right before we hit it.
It's possible. This looks like it's like going up and down. This looks flat. It's on the top of a mountain.
Hmm.
And then that's down.
23.
This is awesome. I'm loving it.
We'll figure it out.
I think we still got another hour or two of daylight. What do you think?
Yeah. Hour and a half. Mile and a half.
Well, we probably covered about 2.5 miles, you think? What do you think?
On where we actually are? Sure. About 2.
About 2 miles, give or take. We're just in this gorgeous, quiet, peaceful, open field. Really nice. But there's this one tree right here, which is kind of cool. Got to catch up. Always in the rear with the gear. That's me. But I get there. Feeling it. Feeling the flow, being out on the trail. I'm sorry if you're picking up a bunch of wind noise there. No wind buff on this camera. So we're doing some compass work right now, taking a look at our map. There's a very predominant trail that's going this way. And I've aligned the compass to the map. So I think we're right around here somewhere, going east-west. Judging from the compass and the fact that we're heading west, I don't think we've gotten to that junction yet, man.
I think so either.
Because when we get to that junction, we're actually going to travel north a little bit. North would be that way, this way. So we'll be basically making a right at some point up here, and that should be our trail junction. Cracker. Nice and dry.
I used to get these
Really dry.
out of the vending machine at work like every day.
Is that honey peanut butter?
It was good.
Toasted.
I like the I like the cheese.
Delicious.
Peanut butter ones.
Keebler, huh?
Yeah, that's what I used to get.
With the
Alrighty.
That
wafers.
or party mix. But I eat it mad early in the morning.
So the sun is setting here in Dolly Sods. What do you think, guys? Hour and a half, maybe?
Yes.
Didn't you say that
Maybe
an hour
2.
ago?
I think you said 2.5.
Yeah.
We'll check the tape.
Yeah, we'll have to watch the video to figure it out. So, what do you think? Keep on hiking?
I'm feeling good. Somehow.
We're pacing it slow here, man. It is, there's some uphills we're going up. It's not
We're
easy.
moving it. We're just taking breaks.
Lift up this camera. You get a shot of where we're at here. Nothing but open space. I really like these big open fields. The sods of Dolly Sods. You had a
Fresh cut sod.
corporation come in here and lay out all this sod.
Yeah, it used to be called the Dolly.
Yeah, the
Sods.
Dolly Corporation.
Now it's Dolly
Dollywood.
Sods.
This is gonna be the new Dollywood.
This is going to be the new Dollywood. They're going to build it right over there. Geez, I hope not. It's so awesome that they actually take the time and money to preserve these places so they don't build like a giant strip mall here or something. The sign was... What would you get, a Slurpee?
I could go for a round of mini golf.
Go for some mini golf? Alright, I guess we gotta hike. Enough joking around, time to hike. Some of you guys may be wondering what's the easiest way to get on a 55-pound pack. I'll show you right now. Sit on the ground. Strap it up. Can't quite buckle that buckle. And then you get underneath it. Just like that. Use your legs to get up. Nice. This is what we've been looking for. A sign. What does it say? Where's the road?
Ravens Ridge is this one. Bear Rocks. Ravens Ridge. Bear Rocks is the end of Bear Rocks.
Time to do a map check.
The one continues up. That's exactly, we're right there. The one goes up here, the other one goes down there.
So which one do we want to take is
This
a big
way.
question.
Yeah,
Probably
if you wanna
up north, right?
Yeah, if you want to go this one, we need to just cover that little stretch, which is here-ish.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
I think that's it over there. A little turn. Sounds good. This is like gravel out here. So I must say, Dolly Sods does live up to its reputation. This place is absolutely beautiful. There's all these open fields with brightly colored, different kinds of foliage. The ferns are just starting to turn yellowish brown, like these right here. Even these beech trees are starting to kind of golden up a little bit. They're very soft. I wish I knew. If anybody knows what that is, make a comment. That's a beech tree for sure. Maybe a Norway pine. We're about to head into a deep, dark forest of them. This is really a nice night to be out here backpacking. It's like perfect temperature. It's a little humid, but nice. There's a little side trail. I'll bet you there's a camping spot back in there.
Camping back there, so on the way up.
I know we want to go this way.
Yeah, I think we're right around there.
Yeah, we're right about to turn.
There's
to
some
go away
water.
from the river.
Yeah. Some water over there. Trail's going off over this way. I don't know. It's a good question.
Going straight.
If we keep going, I think we keep going straight until we turn away, and then at that point we'll have to make a decision. So maybe we'll just walk up there for a bit.
Walking this way?
Yep. Sunset is right around the corner. We found this spot, which looks like it would be just about perfect, but we haven't found water yet. So we're gonna hike a little farther down the trail, see if we can find some water, and if it's not too far away, we'll come back to this site. By the way, these pine things are cool. Anthill. So it looks like we may have found a campsite here. This place is pretty sweet. It's flat, it's open, there's a fire pit here that's really nice. And we're really looking for some water so we can fill up our canteens and such. And I don't know if we really found what we're looking for. So let me show you what we got. As you can see, it is kind of clear. It's moving. We're in this gully and we could just walk down here a little ways, go for a little scout and see if it gets any better. This is the best water we've seen in a while and it's starting to get late. What time is it? It is 6:26. So for all intents and purposes, 6:30. We just made it to camp and I think this is where we're staying. What do you think, guys?
It looks that way.
I think either we'll be able to drink this water here or we'll hike down creek a little ways and see if we can find something better. Cheers. High five, guys.
Campsite.
We made it. Good hike. Really great campsite. This is going to be a good night here. I'm so happy we finally made it to camp. we're going to get ourselves situated, do a little scouting around here, see what we can find, and set up shelter, get a fire going, purify some water, and cook dinner. It's going to be a good night. It's going to be a real good night. I don't know if you can see this on the camera or not, but there are some fish in that water.
That's a pretty big sized fish, man. This guy right here. That's like a 3-inch fish.
All right, so, whoa! Did one just jump out of the water?
That was trout.
Yeah, we'll make a water source out of this.
As long as you don't have, pools that are disconnected.
Stagnant.
Yeah, or they're not moving.
It is moving, you can see it flowing. I mean, if there's fish living in it, it can't be that bad, right? Now this is what we need to get on video. Dave did it skillfully.
I'd go for the high ground.
Do a little more scouting. You didn't fall, so I consider that a success. Man, there is just endless cool little areas out here. Like, look at this little clearing we just walked out on. It's just like real pretty areas. Like the colors and the terrain, it's gorgeous. No, that's even more stagnant. If you look off into the distance, you can see there are...
It's like an ape man, or a man-ape.
There comes a creature from the woods.
Notice his gait. Typical of the Yeti.
Oh, I love it. I think I've done enough scouting. I've seen enough. Heading back to camp. It's actually easier to walk on than it looks. It's like soft, squishy.
Perfect.
So the sun's starting to go down here in the Dolly Sods. Speaking of sun, this is actually a very special day. This is the day where we have equal sunlight and darkness. It is the autumnal equinox. Today is the first day of fall. And I'm glad we're getting to experience it in such a beautiful place. Couldn't ask for a better spot. Okay, we got our camp. We are here. Finished our scout, got a whole bunch of firewood. We know where we're getting our water from. And we're basically gonna set up camp. I need to make a public service announcement about MREs. Now, wanted to say, there's you guys watching out there. Don't leave your campsite like this. Look at all this trash these people left. We're gonna pick it up. But don't do that. Leave the woods in a clean state. Gotta love the Camelback. It's multifunctional.
Portable tap.
It's working pretty good.
Yeah.
Would you mind sharing with our viewers, Dave, what you brought for your meals here on this trip?
Certainly. I brought MREs. This one's breakfast style. Hash browns, potatoes, bacon, peppers, and onions.
I'm gonna try some of that.
Oh, that's gonna be easy. This one's pork flavored, or barbecue flavored pork patty.
Ooh, that's even better.
This one is Southwest beef and black beans. And I got 2 Mexican style chicken stews.
Nice. Cool.
We're gonna have that for dinner.
We're gonna be eating good.
About the wind blast there.
Wow, that thing actually looks really comfortable.
Yeah, it's super good.
It's like cushion.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm sitting on. I got the EMS. Basically the same thing, but it's not inflatable. What do you say, Andy?
That's glorious.
It's kind of hard to pick this up because it's getting sort of dark, but I'm just taking the 90-degree spine of my survival knife here and scraping off some powder off this birch bark. This is the tinder that we're going to try and use to get this fire started. This tree is extremely sappy. I think I might be able to sort of scrape some of this sap off of here. This stuff is very flammable. Makes really good fire starter. That's pine resin right there. Pathfinder Camp King, Jeff White. Jeff White in the Pathfinder School. Oh, I love this knife. I highly recommend it. It's really good.
I've been looking at people who, just hand make them and sell them on eBay. There's a lot of people who do them out of different types of steel for around $200. Really nice looking knives.
Wow, just
Scandi
like
grind.
cottage industry. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is a Scandi grind. It's high carbon steel. Yeah, it's like a 1/4 of an inch thick, somewhere about there. Which is why I like it, because you can baton with it, and it's a good knife.
Get a lot of weight behind it.
Yeah, you can chop with this if you need to. The Scandi grind really carves wood nice. Look at this feather stick that I'm making here. This is going good. I love this knife. We'll strike the...
The shape of the handle's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
caught
the
my
only
eye.
complaint I have is that handle. Make sure. That handle doesn't really have any kind of guard. That's why I'm wearing gloves.
Yeah.
You can easily slip your hand up onto the blade. There's like nothing. There is that notch there, but I don't know. You're pretty close to your hand.
Is that like a finish on it, or some like a patina?
Oh, this is like just hammered metal,
Oh,
because it's
really?
like a handmade knife. So that's like from the forging process.
Yeah, I've
It's
seen
not
a
a
lot
bad feather stick.
People do like forced bluing and like acid etch stuff to make it look old, to get a patina on it.
Yeah, this is just like
Literally
hand forged kind of look, you know.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I was talking about on eBay. Is people like who have like, you know, they're blacksmiths. Like that's a hobby. So
Wow,
they'll
like
make
a
knives and
hobbyist blacksmith.
yeah,
That's
it's-
really cool.
Yeah, I've come across a bunch of forums with people talking about like that level of making a bushcraft knife. Like, oh, what kind of steel do you use and all this
I'm just
stuff.
gonna get all
Yeah,
those. I'm
talking
just
about-
gonna use that.
Yeah.
That's good. So we'll see if I can get this birch bark going with the ferrocerium rod. Give it a try. Ooh. Let me get my platform a little better here.
That's crazy.
Oh. Get the fire stick in there. Throw a couple more of these shavings on. And then we got our bundle of sticks. See if I can zoom this out a little bit. Whoops, sorry guys. Hard to film and start fire at the same time. But this is going good. Just ease it onto there. More twigs. I think we got it now. That is a sustaining fire. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna put my tarp up.
Seems like a lot of work for not a whole lot of reason.
I gotta take a break from filming for a minute because I got a lot of work to do, but I'll bring you back any chance I get. As you guys can see, this is at a full rolling boil. No doubts there. That water is safe to drink. So it looks like Dave's about ready to have himself a meal here. A meal ready to eat.
I don't know what that first word is, but
Something shaped,
Shredded.
barbecue flavor, pork patty. Let's take a look at what you got going on there. You got all kinds of packets.
This is the pork patty. Rib shaped.
Rib shaped? Oh, they're rib shaped. Oh, that sounds delicious.
Twin pack. Banana nut Ranger bar.
Ranger bar. Oh, I've heard those are pretty good.
Grape jelly.
Special Ranger bar.
Moist towelette gum.
Wow. Moist towelette. What was that one?
Hot cocoa.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that's the heater.
Ah, that's the heater. There's a whole process to it.
Tear off.
What's going on over here? So what do you got? The Firebox Nano?
That's the Firebox Nano Titanium.
That's a beautiful piece of
And
kit right there.
The piece on top there is actually from the normal Firebox, so that's
So that's actually stainless.
yeah.
But that's titanium?
Yeah, that's all titanium.
That's cool.
Yeah, check out these vapors released by this heater contain hydrogen.
Wow. We can power a camp with that, right?
You got a fuel cell.
The vapors released might
Can we improvise?
displace oxygen.
Displaces oxygen?
If your
When 10 or more heaters are inside a vehicle or shelter, ensuing ventilation system is operating on top hatch of the door is open.
So what do you think, Andy? We can power the camera with a fuel cell improvised from an MRE heater?
We're good to go, just in case. All set.
How's that fire coming along?
That looks like a rock that I could put a steak on.
You know, I could probably use this as a twig stove, too. That's actually about the size of the Firebox, isn't it? Wonder if you could cook in it like this.
Firebox is a little bigger.
Let's do a little head-to-head comparison. I think this is a good head-to-head comparison for those of you at home who are considering.
That's what you got.
It's about the same size, I think. This just, if you elevated this a little bit, I think it would work the same way.
Yeah, it's get that airflow underneath this stuff.
Yeah, if you just like prop this up on some rocks or something. But it does have those little feet on the bottom, but that's not as adequate as that. This thing is cool. And you can put your alcohol stove in there too.
There's actually, there's a bunch of other things that.
There's a lot of parts.
Come with it. Let me see if I can
Bits
find
and parts.
Yeah, okay. So, the normal thing you got with it, it comes with these, they call them fire sticks.
Mm-hmm.
So those hang in there, and what you can do is they actually fit through here. There's little holes in the side.
Aha.
And that will fit that Trangia
But
alcohol
it sits
burner
on
fits
these.
right in there. The
Oh,
lip
cool.
sits on that, so it's elevated.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so when you got those in there, the other thing you can do, you got this guy, right? So that fits in there a certain way.
Oh, you make like a shelf?
And this guy is for solid fuel tabs.
Oh,
so you
cool.
do your solid fuel tab.
Nice.
You know, it's perfect elevation. You get the, ventilation.
Yeah, a little bit of
everything.
airflow,
Works
everything.
really
Perfect.
well.
That's awesome. That is cool. It's a good piece of kit.
Yeah.
So this is MRE peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut butter's not bad.
This is the MRE bread. Get myself a nice hunk of peanut butter here. And some jelly. If I can get it out of there, this is making a mess. Okay. There we have it. MRE, PB, and J. Thanks, Dave.
You're welcome.
That looks pretty good, Andy. I'm boiling some water up. And
This is where one of those pocket.
oh, the pocket bellows. Yeah, that's something I've wanted to try. And we have the MRE cooking over here. How's it doing?
Pretty hot. Feel it.
Ooh, wow, that is definitely hot. No doubt about that. I got my pot of water. Over here just cooling. That'll be drinking water. And once this boils, I'm going to make some buttered noodles. Let me show you the ingredients I got here. I got some egg noodles that I'm going to make buttered noodles with. I have these organic onions that I got from Knee-High Farms in Swarthmore, or I got them in Swarthmore. I had to write these down. These are called Jimmy Nardello sweet frying peppers. Check these out. These are amazing. I've tried them already. They're delicious. So we're going to fry up some onions and peppers. And the key ingredient is this bag here, which has deer burger in it that my buddies John and Mike gave to me. Thanks a lot, guys. So that's on the menu for tonight. What do you got going on over here?
It is good. There's like choke chili powder in here.
Ooh, that is definitely extra medium. Looks like some of that steak's a little rare, but there's definitely fantastic. A good piece right here that I would go for. What do you think of the MRE, Dave?
Really good. You try the beans yet?
No. My first course for dinner here tonight is outstanding, as I have steak, rice and beans, and then the pork-shaped patty from the MRE. I need to give a taste test to this. Let me see what I think of it. It tastes like, kind of like what you said, Andy. It's like vegetable protein, cat food mix, kind of.
A vague flavor of something.
It kind of tastes like it's in the shape of a barbecue, of a rib.
You want some barbecue in there?
Oh, you got some barbecue sauce too? Yeah. Got a little barbecue sauce on. Ooh, is that boiling again? I think it is. That's what I want. I got some fresh onions and peppers that I just chopped up in this bowl. I got some ghee that Meg got for me. Thank you very much. And I think this ghee just squirts right out of there. Look at that. Ah, this is gonna work good. Special on location. Dolly Sods, West Virginia. Cooking with flapjack. Can't have too much ghee in there. I'm gonna use this whole packet. And then the secret ingredient, venison. Not for sale. And a good shout out to Martin's Custom Butchering in New Holland, PA. They did the custom butchering of this venison. I'm just gonna slice this thing open. I'm just gonna dump it onto that pan. Ooh, that stuff is cooking good. We'll just toss it all around. Is that trash bag? Thank you. The venison with, we added some garlic powder and some turmeric and some cayenne pepper, salt and pepper. You get the peppers and onions in there. Just kind of busting it up. Using my own homemade spatula here. And I guess we're doing dishes next door, right?
This is
that's all right.
Soup for tomorrow.
That's some soup?
Yeah. Gotta boil all day.
Good stock going on there. Noodles in the back.
Go for it. I might need a little salt.
Ooh, that looks good.
They refuse to call it drink mix. So it's just the base. Like if you want the real drink, you gotta get the sugar.
Yeah.
Somewhere else.
You gotta barter for it in the street.
Just add sugar water or something.
And my salt and my chicken.
So there's our dinner. Awesome. Let's eat. So here I am down by the creek. I think it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, something like that. And I was come down to fill a pot of water to boil one more pot for some extra water overnight. And when I looked down in the water here, I saw All kinds of cool stuff. Look, there's a crayfish over there. He's pretty cool. And there's some fish. Fish swimming around. I mean, all these are really tiny, but it's pretty cool. There's a lot of life in this little creek. That water doesn't look too bad. Boil that up, we'll be good to go. Alright guys, we're just about calling it a night. Just boiling up a little bit of water for some tea and to refill my bottles. It was an awesome day. Not sure how far we hiked today. What do you think? Like 3-4 miles, Andy?
Probably somewhere in between those.
Yeah. Drove for 5 hours. Got up real early. It was a long, busy day, but it was a great day. It's great to be here. Gonna have a really good night of sleep out here tonight. It is like perfect temperature right now. It's like just chilly enough that you'll feel good in your sleeping bag. So that wraps it up for day one. We'll meet up with you in the morning.
I don't know if the microphone on the camera can pick this up or not, but there's definitely an owl. There, he just made his call. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. I guess he's done.